afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to the Done Creative. Before we get into this pick a card reading, I just wanted to let you guys know I have a live stream channel and a Patreon with lots of exclusive content over there. And if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can always email me at amanda@donephotodesign.com. Links for all of that can be found in the description below. But for this pick a card reading, we are going to be learning about your finances, and I think I'm going to call this pick a card reading the keys to abundance. So this will give you some guidance, information about unlocking this abundance for yourself. But if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to center your energy, and focus in on pile number 1, 2, or 3. And if more than one pile calls out to you, hey, there may be messages in each pile for you. But once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also pin them as the top comment. But please remember, you guys, these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates with you, your life, your situation, and just go ahead and sweep the rest of it away. So without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on your cards, and I will see you over at your reading. All right, group 1, this is going to be a reading about your finances. This is the keys to your abundance. And I thought it would be really fun and fitting for us to channel some energy, some opportunities, some wisdom, some insight from Spirit. So if you are open to receiving this new energy coming in to help you with your finances or to unlock those, the keys to unlock that abundance, then feel open to it now. I'm only channeling in from the highest good for all of us. For anyone participating, this is for your highest good. So that energy will be channeling through, should you choose to accept it, throughout this entire reading. So let's get into this for you, group 1. You guys, for your cover card, you have here the 9 of Swords. We also have the key, which is very cool because the key to abundance. So things are shifting, things are definitely changing. And of course, I have no idea how I'm laying this out today. And the basket. Okay, so let's start with the 9 of Swords. Some of you may have been stressed out about money, and maybe you clicked on this video to see just what you could do to increase your finances or to get a handle on your finances or just not feel so stretched month to month or week to week. So you found your way to the right place. This is exciting. Yes, this is lots of stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, worry about how you're going to pay certain bills or how you're ever going to accomplish certain goals if you are at a current income level and you want to or need to be at a different income level to accomplish certain things. But the good news with this is, yes, this anxiety, I think it can be real for many of you, just those of you who aren't quite in your dream job or a job that's going to create abundance for you. But that doesn't mean that you have to stay where you're at forever, energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally, all the things. So with this key card, it says successful outcome to your problem. So any money worries you have, Spirit is hand delivering you an opportunity or just a way to get out of any financial issues, financial problems, financial struggles. I see someone who wants to move, but that just isn't feasible with the current financial income that you have, or there's some weird conundrum with your, living situation or not being able to afford things without having a roommate or depending on other people in some way. It could even be government assistance for some of you and you're just wanting to get off of that. If that applies, of course, general reading, so only take what applies. But with this basket card here, it says recognition, reward for merit. So there is going to be an opportunity coming up for you guys with your finances, with the abundance coming in, resources coming in that are rewarding you for past efforts. This could even be past life karma. This could very well also be just past deeds that you've done at work and they're being recognized and now you're getting a bonus or a bump in your pay or a promotion of some sort. Again, general reading, so take what resonates. But let's get some additional guidance as to what's going on. What's going on? What are the keys to creating more abundance also for group number 1? Because we've kind of established the financial situation, and Spirit's checking on my phone over there. We've established the financial situation that most of you are going through. Now let's see what keys you can have here to unlock more abundance in your life. And these two want to come out. Okay, let's get into it. We have here Water Spirit, manifesting dreams And earth spirit, stability. Wow. Yes, some of you, this really does resonate with what you guys want to do. But some of you literally don't have a foundation beneath you, or the foundation you've built, it doesn't have the legs to quite go the distance. It doesn't mean the foundation is completely faulty. It just means there's a little more work to be done to establish a beautiful foundation. And I think there is going to be an opportunity coming in, or multiple opportunities coming in from Spirit, to allow you this new stable foundation that you have been seeking or wanting. Being able to move, being able to be in a job that feels more fulfilling to you. I think some of you are in a job that is just so monotonous and mundane, and you're like, I would rather poke my eyes out than go back to work today, but you know you have to, because there's bills to pay, there's mouths to feed, there's just, life. But with this 14 here, this is indicating there are big changes coming to your stability. So if you have been stressing out about money, big changes are coming there to where you're gonna feel more stable, more secure, feeling a little more protected or guided. And I think Spirit is also leading the way. Your higher self is pointing you in a new direction. Even if you felt fulfilled in the place that you're at right now in the past, maybe it's just not fitting the mark or filling the bill anymore, and you're ready for something more long-term, more, again, the word stability. I mean, yes, you have the card of stability, but I was already honing in on that word before we got it. So looking to your earth signs, your earth trine in your chart, your Taurus, your Capricorn and Virgo, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, there's a trine of earth in your chart. Whatever planets you have there, whatever houses these planets are ruling in your chart or taking up in your chart, these are indications where you're calling, or Spirit's calling you forward to bring more stability into your financial situation, and wants to bring you more stability to your financial situation. But with this water spirit card here, manifesting dreams, you have the key here to unlock the rest of your life, the dreams. We've got all of these money manifestation crystals or abundance manifestation crystals here. Vibe on their energy. Allow these opportunities, this vibration of abundance and growth and stability to come through these crystals, come through this channeling that I'm doing from Spirit, and allow yourself to take deep breaths and really immerse yourself in this abundant universe that you actually live in. Because these dreams that you have, they were not put on your heart to tease you or taunt you or tell you, nah, you're not good enough. No, these dreams were put in your heart because they are meant for you in some way, shape, or form. They are meant for you. Yes, sometimes our egos can get involved in our dreams, and we may want to do it for the wrong reasons. But if you can tune into your heart and the things you want to acquire or be or do or experience, if they really resonate with your heart and you want to do them, but you are somehow lacking the ability to do them right now, just know you have the potential, you have the keys, you have the wisdom within you to unlock this potential. It's just a matter of shutting out the ego, really tuning into the heart, and figuring out what is it I really want to do, and why do I want to do it, and how, allowing Spirit to kind of take care of the how, but you take care of the what and the why. What do you want to do? Why do you want to do it? Spirit will take care of the when and the how. That's what I'm hearing. So, cool. And we've got the number 46 here. 46, 14. Those might be relevant. Looking up spirit animal or spirit number. Looking up angel number 4614 or 1446 could bring you some additional guidance about your keys to abundance or your financial future here. But yes, with the water spirit, we've got earth spirit and water spirit. So also looking to your water trine. This is where your dreams are held, that watery, emotional, beautiful energy of your Cancer, your Scorpio, and your Pisces. So looking to these three houses and then your three earth houses, that's half of your chart right there is involved and invested in bringing you more abundance to your life. And also getting out in water, getting out and connecting to the earth with your bare feet on the ground or your hands on a tree, gardening, just getting out and connecting with nature and water, taking salt baths, going to the ocean, the river, the lakes, the streams, whatever resonates most with you, and just experiencing that deep connection of abundance that the universe, the Mother Earth and the water has for you. Okay, where are we going next? Let's get a couple from this deck. And to wrap us up too, I'm going to get one of these messages of abundance from the universe or something like that. I always forget the name of that deck, but it's by Mike Dooley if anyone's interested. But they always have such key little insights and wisdom, and it's specifically a deck about abundance, so I think it'll be good to pull one of those as a word of wisdom. We also have here leadership. So some of you with this recognition and reward for merit might be stepping into a promotion or a leadership, or maybe you're just deciding, nah, this ain't it for me anymore. I'm going to go out on my own. I'm going to be an entrepreneur, or at the very least, you have maybe some side hustle or creation that you are the brains of the operation. You're the one leading the charge on this. Even if it's still in its very infant or seed state, this has the legs and the potential to really grow and become something beautiful. And then purity. Yeah, you guys just want to get back to basics. I see many of you just decluttering your homes, decluttering your life, decluttering your mind, just getting a handle on just what is meant for you, what is not meant for you, decluttering other people's energy or stagnant or old energy, cutting old cords to people and situations and locations and just energy that no longer serves. And a really great way that I do that personally is I put on a Lunanate, or the Lunanate. She's here on YouTube. The Lunanate cord cutting meditation. It's not a meditation, it's more of an energy work session. But oh my goodness, so powerful. Maybe doing one of those and just having that intention or that mindset that you're cutting cords to anything that is making you feel lacking or just not as abundant as you want. And she probably even has some manifestation, if I'm remembering correctly, some manifestation energy work sessions as well. So check that out. Just not sponsored, just I love her so much. So just go over there and check it out. But wow, yeah, this purity card here is just, like we were talking about earlier, just kind of barging through that ego and saying, get out of my way. This higher self is coming in to alleviate all of this worry, this stress, this anxiety. Yes, sometimes this anxiety and stress is merited if you have all these bills to pay and not enough money to pay it. Like it's understandable that some of you are feeling this way. But the weird catch-22 of this universe is what we focus on will expand. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. So instead of focusing on the fact that you are in lack, just yes, accept it. It is what it is. I do not have enough money in this moment to pay my bills or to ... go after this dream, whatever it is. But that doesn't mean that that's forever. That's just right now. Because you have the potential to tune into future timelines or energies or just expansion to create more abundance and have these outcomes to your problems just sweep in out of nowhere. Or maybe these are actions you're taking step by step and slowly you are creating that stability for yourself. It's going to look differently for everyone because, again, general reading. But let's go ahead before we close out and get a little word of wisdom or advice from your higher self. I know these are from the universe, but I'm going to tailor this to you specifically from your higher self. So what are the keys to abundance that your higher self is trying to offer you right now? Group 1. Here it is. Isn't it pretty? Ooh, beautiful. This is a very fall or autumn energy here. So this is reaping that reward. This is that very basket energy. So you may not feel like you're here yet, but this is your potential. Absolutely. Do you know the real reason the rich keep getting richer? No, besides interest income. No, besides pulling strings for them. Right, the thoughts they think. Thoughts, anyone can think. That makes those other things happen. Yank the universe. So funny, so cute. But yes, thoughts become things, and like we were talking about earlier, just overcoming that ego or kind of hip checking that ego and remembering on a soul level, on a universal level, abundance rules the day or reigns supreme. And you're taking on this leadership role, allowing more of your higher self to come in and run the show rather than your ego. Getting back to the purity, clearing, these two cards really do speak of really hip checking the ego out of the way and thinking more positive thoughts. Of course, if you have bills to pay and you cannot pay them, you can't just love and light those bills away. There's got to be effort, there's got to be dedication, and work to overcome these obstacles. But it says here, remember, successful outcome to your problems. You're finding ways to do it. Even if they don't make sense now or you don't see anything on the horizon yet, your higher self, spirit, God, the universe, angels, whatever you subscribe to or label is helping you out. I have faith in you. I think just of the cover piles, you guys probably are maybe the most stressed out or the most immersed maybe in lack mentality or ego ideas about money. And before we go though, Spirit's giving me this indication of something that I have noticed a lot lately in my readings, and just it's a theme that I think has been coming up for a lot of people, but a lot of us do focus more on the money rather than the thing the money will buy. So yes, we definitely need money to exist in this, matrix of, the different systems at play. But it's not the money specifically that we want. It's whatever that money will buy. The house, the car, the tools, the tarot decks, whatever it is. The money for the vacation, right? Instead of focusing on the money to get said thing, focus on said thing. And then the money, as you are not just focusing and dreaming about it, but actually taking action on it, that money will start to come in ways that you could never have expected. So do not block your blessings by thinking, oh, there's no way that will happen. There's no way that'll happen. Remember, positive thinking. All right, group 1, I think that's all I'm seeing for you, but please feel free to let me know below what you thought, if this resonated. I've never done a reading quite like this here on my channel, but I really did enjoy it. So let me know if this is something you'd like to see more of. I a lot of times really do focus mostly on more spiritual topics, but we are still human, we're spirit, yes, having the human experience. But the human experience is such a big part of what we're here to do. So I think I'm going to kind of dial back all of those highly spiritual readings a little bit here and there and include something that we can really, use in the earthly realm. All right, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, let's have a peek at your finances and see what keys are coming in to unlock more abundance in your life. And I thought it would be really fun and fitting for us to channel some energy, some opportunities, some wisdom, some insight from spirit. So if you are open to receiving this new energy coming in to help you with your finances or to unlock those the keys to unlock that abundance, then feel open to it now. I'm only channeling in from the highest good for all of us. For anyone participating, this is for your highest good. So that energy will be channeling through, should you choose to accept it, throughout this entire reading. Let's see what we got. We've got the High Sage here, which in this deck is the High Priestess, which is a great energy to see. Yes, it's a very spiritual energy, but it's tuned, obviously, to the other side. But you can bring that knowledge from the other side to this side. So let's see what else we have. We have the Vase, or the Vase, if we want to be all fancy. The Secret Admirer. And we also have Target, a goal-oriented person. So yeah, you guys really are goal-oriented. You love smashing those goals and then setting new goals and then smashing those goals. I can really see that you guys are my go-getter pile. You're not afraid of hard work. You're not afraid to roll up your sleeves and get in there and get the job done. But I think some of you might have hit a brick wall as far as knowing what is my next step. That's really what I'm seeing with this. Because Spirit did show me this vase, or vase if we're fancy, falling off a shelf and cracking. It didn't break, it cracked. And then maybe you walk by again and somehow, some way it falls down again and it breaks in half. But then Spirit is showing me in, I think it is Japan, and I forget the name of the art of it, but when they would put broken pieces of, vase or some sort of decorative plate or something like that back together, they would actually fuse it back together with gold, making it even more valuable than it was before. So what this is really showing me is maybe past mistakes you've made or ways you've messed up or opportunities you didn't take have actually acted as that kind of gold filling to bring you back together or to make you more valuable, or to really, you did learn a valuable lesson and now what you're here to do feels even more important or big, or just you guys feel like you have a big earth mission. And if you can create more money, more abundance in your life, you are the type of people that would share that with other people. You won't just hoard that for yourself or buy a 6th car or 6th mansion. No, you guys are the ones that want to help. I'm seeing specifically shelter animals or something like that. But maybe you have these big dreams, big goals, and yeah, you're doing all right, putting food on your table and paying your bills, but you want to be able to do more for more people. And one thing Spirit is showing me is you don't always have to have actual cash money to donate or to give or, offer to make change in this world. Just your time, your effort, your attention towards something can really help. So that is what they want you to know, is you don't always have to have cash money to go after or accomplish certain things in your life. Yes, it's nice to have, and it's nice to just be able to dish that out and help people. But you have other ways you can help people, and it doesn't always have to look like money. But yes, goals that you have, financial goals, big goals that, need a lot of money to have. I'm seeing someone wanting to like create some sort of homestead or move, and it's funny because moving came out in group 1 as well. But with this, like, move or just completely shift your lifestyle in some way. I actually see some of you wanting to really just downsize and offload everything that just isn't coming along for the ride. And energetically speaking, that is a really good thing to do because it will allow or open up room for new opportunities, new keys for your abundance and growth. So let's see, we're gonna go to this deck now. This will be, okay, so how are group 2 unlocking more abundance in their life? That's, I think, how we'll phrase this. What are the keys to unlock more abundance in group 2's life? So first and foremost, we have meandering pathway, flow. Yeah, and a meandering pathway isn't just straight and to the point. This is something that kind of twists and turns and maybe loop-de-loops around. It's not that straight path. And it's really, Spirit's showing me once again that vase falling off the shelf and cracking. Yeah, you didn't plan for that mistake or that detour or that, time spent having to do something else rather than what you really wanted to focus on. But it's all creating this path that is meant to be your path. It is your destiny. Some of these detours and mistakes and accidents that have happened were actually really catapulting you so much more forward. It's like, that bow, they're showing me now the bow being pulled back. Oh, and it's funny because we got the target and the arrow. Look at that. Didn't even take that into account. But now, look, it makes even more sense now. But yeah, you're pulling that bow back. It feels like you're moving backwards, right? This arm specifically. It's like you're moving backwards. Like things are getting worse. They're not getting better. They're moving backwards. What's happening? But when you release that arrow, if you released it from right here, it's just going to fall to the ground. But you pull it way back. You're going to give it some speed and some direction and some flight. And look, you guys have it hitting right in the bullseye, right on the target. So your goals, you're going to be able to manifest these goals, but you might be taking a slightly different path than you think because Spirit has a lot up their sleeve. And they're showing me this Merlin guy, like pulling things out of his sleeve. Like there's so much more in store for you than you guys even like allow yourself to dream about. And it's coming, but you gotta trust and allow. And we got the number 24 here, which might be relevant, and the number 2 + 4, that adds up to 6, which 2022, the year of my filming this, is a universal year number 6, which is all about financial growth and abundance too. I know 8s are more specifically about financial growth and abundance, but 6s to me really do also represent that as well, but it's in a very practical, balanced way of going about it. It's a way to nurture yourself, nurture those around you. It's like Spirit's now showing me a garden. While they're being very clairvoyant with your pile, it's very interesting. You probably are my clairvoyance with the High Sage, High Priestess card here. But they're showing me a garden. You can just throw some seeds in and just kind of let nature take its course and you'll still have a decent garden. But if you're out there, once in a while pulling weeds and fertilizing and, tending to it, keeping certain bugs away, not hurting them, but like, putting them somewhere else or whatever it is you're doing, you're tending. It's a very 7 of Pentacles energy. You're not getting there right away, but like the destination is not the whole thing. The whole of what you're meant to experience. The journey is maybe even more important than your destination. And I think you guys will, maybe in your older years, learn that, yeah, wow, the destination was not really the thing anyway. It was the journey all along. But then we have love with the Wild Rose Fairy. And yeah, just bringing more love into your life, into the way that you operate, into how you spread your energy around, just coming from the heart center. And of course the third eye and crown are really activated at this time as well, but the heart really is the bridge between the lower chakras and the higher chakras. And for you guys to really hit your target, you really do have to come from this place of love. I'm actually seeing someone, there's that clairvoyance again, I'm actually seeing someone has really wronged some of you. Maybe you spent money on something you now regret. Maybe the advertising was false, or someone lied to you. Oh, I need money, please let me borrow money. Or you paid for something and you didn't get what you thought you were paying for, something like this. And you just want to send just like rage and hate to these people. But instead, Spirit is asking you to see the lesson that you learned, because it was probably, for many of you, a valuable lesson you learned. Well, I'll never loan that family member money again, or I'll never sign up for this course again, or I'll never whatever it is, ... I'll never buy things off Wish again, whatever it is. But you guys you have learned the money you paid out for that was less valuable than the actual lesson you learned. So it actually was a great investment in your meandering path here. But instead of still focusing on the sad or mad or, unfair aspects of maybe what you have gone through, I'm even seeing a big tax bill, like a bigger tax bill than you expected. And you're like, I just feel like taxation is theft and ... right? But instead of just being mad about these things, send the energy out with love. When you think of these people, these situations, whatever it is, think of it with love. And Spirit's showing me, those of you who had to pay more taxes or something than you wish to have had to pay, when you had to write that check or send that payment, whatever it looks like for you, envision that money helping people that desperately need it. That is a way that you can feel good about your contribution. Or, if there's money you lost on, you ordered something, you never got it, and they won't give you your money back, whatever it is, just envision or imagine that product or that thing you never got, or the money that is now lost, or whatever it is, it got to a destination that desperately needed that money or that thing or that service more than you did. Wow, powerful. So the number 47 here adds up to 11. Some of you might even be life path 7, number 4, or 11. It's 4 specifically. We got a 4 in each of these. But the number 47, 24, or 2447 might be an angel number you guys, or angel numbers, you guys can look up. Okay, let's get some additional guidance. What else? What other keys to unlock Virtue's abundance? Opportunities for growing their finances, whatever needs to come through. Release. Yeah, what do we say about you guys just decluttering or releasing the items or the situations or the people or whatever it is that just no longer serve your path? Maybe one of these detours was you releasing someone. I see someone recently broke up, or maybe in the past you broke up with someone, and it's still sad, it's still devastating, but it was for the best because it released you and put you in a different alignment. And then diligence. Yeah, this guy has risen above. He may not be able to see the details of things, but he's risen above to see the bigger picture. And I see you guys, maybe sometimes you do get lost in the details and you forget to see the bigger picture. And maybe with your finances, you're like, nickel and diming things, or because they just showed me like the 4 of Pentacles energy. Maybe you try not to spend money because you're like, if I spend money, then that's less money I have toward ... And no, you guys, I'm hearing sometimes you do have to spend money to make money, but of course, spending money on the right type of things, not just spending money on frivolous things, but specifically if you are a business owner or you are, moving into a new place and you need items for that place, you sometimes have to spend money to live a comfortable life so that you can go make money. But having the diligence to, see the bigger picture, keep your goals in your sights, but release the things that feel like major resistance, because anything that is meant for you, you might have resistance at certain times, but when the timing is right, nothing could take you or keep you from what is meant for you. So it doesn't mean maybe your goals that you keep coming up against resistance aren't the right goals for you. That's not what that means. It just means maybe the timing is a little off, or, where there used to be a wall, very soon there will be a door. But it's going to take some diligence and just really checking in with your financial situation, the resources that you have available. Because again, remember, the abundance doesn't always look like money. It can be resources. They're now showing me, wow, such randomness with your pile, but I'm here for it. They're showing me maybe you guys wanting to make kombucha or something, and you could go out and buy all the stuff to make it, the jars, the glasses, or the things to put the kombucha in, the bottles, that's the word I'm looking for, bottles to put the kombucha in. You gotta buy the SCOBY to create the yeast stuff or the fungi, whatever it's called. The fungi that eats the sugar, that creates the carbonation, whatever. But instead of you having to go pay money for that, maybe a friend is like, hey, I used to make kombucha and I don't really want this stuff. Do you want it? And you're like, that's so funny you asked that, because I've just been looking to start making it, and you've saved me $300 or whatever the case may be. That could be a way that abundance is coming in, is someone gifting you something that you've been thinking about getting, and they don't want it anymore. You're actually doing them a favor by taking it off their hands, and they're doing you a favor by giving you something that you don't have to now go spend money on. That's how abundance can look. It doesn't always have to be someone handing you cash money. I know I keep saying that. Okay. Before we close out, we're going to get one more message. I know this is a message from the universe deck, but we're getting a message from your specific higher self, tailored to your financial situation and your financial future, keys to abundance. So let's just see what specific message your higher self has, or words of wisdom or advice. I believe this is Devil's Tower from Wyoming. Yeah, cool. So the word of advice is, do you know what's 1,000,000 times better than getting to the top of the mountain? Getting there after having been lost, meandering path. Oh yeah, the universe. Yes, this is exactly what we've been saying. Yes, sometimes getting lost is finding yourself. That's what they're saying. I don't even know if that makes sense. Sometimes getting lost is finding yourself. And then I'm also hearing, not all who wander are lost. And now I'm getting major crown tingles and a feminine energy and also a masculine energy. This feels like a grandparent pair. Like if you had a pair of grandparents who have both crossed over, that you know they're together in the afterlife, like they're here to support you. Wow, major chills. And maybe one of you, this may be just literally for one person that's trying to start a business, or take over a family business, or working in a family business. Keep going, you're on the right track. And as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at The Done Creative, also over my live stream channel and my Patreon, with lots of exclusive content over there. And if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can always email me at amanda@donephotodesign.com. Links for all of that can be found in the description below. All right, you guys, I love you. Bye. All right, group number 3, let's go ahead and find out about your finances, or keys to unlocking more abundance in your life. So we're going to start right here with the card you used to select your pile. We've got the Strength card. Yes, we do. This is beautiful in this position, because this is a union of as above, so below. When you look at the traditional Rider-Waite depiction of the Strength card, I always attribute that lion as the human aspect of us, and the, kind of angel looking person taming that lion as our higher self, maybe our spirit guides, God, whatever you want to call that energy. So this is you embodying more of your higher self, or more of your divine aspect, bringing it down and grounding it into the earth, or into the material world. And to help you do that, I've got a lot of money manifestation and like solar plexus, heart, and grounding type crystals here that can really help you bring in more abundance. And of course, like I had mentioned, we are channeling a lot of energy to open new opportunities for you. So yes, tuning into your inner strength. That's very solar plexus, very lion energy. Then we have the Kite with vacation, and Firecracker with excitement. And at the time of my filming this, we are in the end days of March. And yeah, I know in the US anyway, Independence Day is celebrated 4th of July in, of course, July. So maybe some of you are planning a vacation around July that's going to be very transformational to your abundance, or you're going to learn about some new opportunity around that time. But I think you guys are burned out. This is what I'm getting. The firecracker, it explodes and then it dissipates. It's gone. And yes, I know it talks about excitement, but with this vacation card paired up with firecracker, I think you guys are really burned out and need a respite. You need a rest. It's very Four of Swords energy, where maybe even things in your business, your finances haven't been going 100%, according to your happiness or your plan, or maybe you've made less than you thought you should have or would have, or some dreams that you had. Spirit is so funny with their examples that they've given me the same example for all 3 cards or piles, but in different ways. They're giving me again the house example, but with the way the economy is, maybe you've been saving to buy a house or wanting to rent a different place, but now you're kind of priced out of the market, or the pricing of things has gone up so much that maybe you're now even questioning, can I even take that vacation that I want to take? Please still take a vacation. Please still, even if it's a staycation, you desperately need some time to just unwind and reconnect with your inner self. It's very needed for you guys to really get back in alignment with what am I doing? Why am I doing it? How am I going to do it? When am I going to do it? And, all the above. You guys are really tuning back in and maybe even doing a bit of a mini life review, maybe clearing energy that's no longer serving you, because I'm seeing some stagnancy. But that's not lasting long because you have some excitement coming in. But I think that excitement's only going to come in after you give yourself a little vacation, or maybe a little staycation, or a daycation. I've never heard of a daycation, but Spirit is telling me just take a day for yourself to do whatever the heck you want. There's your daycation. And that can help reset this energy and get you back in alignment with some really good, new, exciting stuff coming in, because it's here. That potential is here. That abundance is knocking at your door. All you need to do now, I know it's easier said than done, but all you need to do now is open that door, because you already got the key. It's right here. The key is here. If that door is locked, just unlock that bad boy and let that abundance come in. Just let that energy channel in this new, fresh, revitalizing energy. But they're showing me the number 5 now. So there's some changes you need to make to maybe your day-to-day routine, maybe your belief system surrounding money, or your limiting beliefs, lack mentality. Once you, and that's not always an overnight thing, because this is you reprogramming your subconscious mind. So maybe finding some subliminals to reprogram your subconscious mind about lack mentalities, limiting beliefs, lack around money can really help you get a leg up on where you've been. Okay, let's go ahead and get some additional guidance from this deck here. Okay, so keys to Group 3's abundance. What abundance is coming in? Any words of advice? We've got flexibility with the Willow Spirit. I get one more. I'm not going to turn it over yet, though, because I want to focus on this Willow Spirit for a hot minute. Oh, look what's on the back of the deck. Secret Spring with success in the number 34, which adds up to 7, which is a very spiritual number. And this depiction could almost just be a hermit card. Could it not? Are we not focused? Let me look. Could that not be a hermit card? With the lantern and the solo person / fairy there hanging out. Yes. Let me refocus. There we go. And I hope we're not. Looks a little glary, but I think we're okay. Anyway, Willow Spirit flexibility. So this is you guys, and the kite, the kite's blowing in the wind and up in the air. The firecrackers shooting through the air and up in the air. And then the Willow Spirit flows through the air. The weeping willow, it just kind of glides with the wind. So this is very air energy here. We've got the fire, of course, with the strength here, but there's a lot of air energy. Looking at the air trine in your chart is really going to benefit you. The air signs are your Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Wherever they fall in your chart, this is going to show you ways you can bring in more income, more abundance. I'm seeing possible side businesses, side hustles, picking up odd jobs, maybe babysitting, just doing things that can, help other people out, and then they help you out in some way. It doesn't always have to look like, oh, I'll do a job and you pay me. Maybe you're bartering or trading services with someone. Being flexible with the way you actually see your finances, or what you define as finances or abundance in your life, because finances, abundance doesn't always have to look like finances and cash money. I keep saying this in pretty much every pile. We think, oh, my finances, that's my money. No, really, finances, technically it is, but your abundance, your assets don't always have to look like actual cash, right? So being flexible in the way, maybe you own a lot of really valuable crystals, and that can really add to your, bottom line of the assets that you have. So you can see yourself as more abundant in those ways. But with the number 48 here, 4 plus 8 adds up to 12, which adds up to 3. So being more creative, creativity and flexibility really do go hand in hand. Being more flexible, being more creative with the ways that you spend your money, make your money, barter, exchange services, acquire resources in your life. Be more flexible, or just even say right now with me in your head or out loud, I am more open and flexible to opportunities of abundance that Spirit has to offer me. Just say that a couple times. Maybe even write that down and keep it with you to look. I don't even remember what they just said. It just channels through and then it's gone. So repeat what I just said down on paper if you feel so inclined. But then we have the Unicorn Purity. And that's so cute because Group 1 actually got the Purity card out of this deck. And what I had talked about with them almost ad nauseum was about checking your ego, hip checking that ego right out of the way. Get that ego out of the way and tune back into your higher self, that higher aspect, your soul, your higher self. Bring that in, because that is the most pure and untainted version of who you actually are. It is your authentic self. So bringing in more of your higher self can really allow you to remember, I am abundant. I have everything I need. And then you can start adopting that mindset in the material world to where you're actually attracting more abundance and more material whatever, because you know you already have it. You already are it. And I know it's so much easier said than done, this whole law of attraction and being able to create the life, the abundance that you want. I know it's so much easier said than done, because we get in our own heads, we get in our own ways. And especially with this air energy that you've got going with the kite, the firecracker, and the willow. That's the wind, that's the air, that's mental energy. Being up in your head a lot and maybe borrowing trouble by worrying about things that haven't even happened yet, and then you create them because you're focusing on them. You guys really are tied to group 1. I really do see this. Such similar energies, except they didn't have the air trine, they had the water and earth trine. So wow, just really balancing out all of the elements is key for groups 1 and 3 for sure. But yes, we've got the number 45 here. So 4 plus 5 is 9, closing out the cycle where you feel the lack mentality. Closing it out. And again, I know it's so much easier said than done. But carrying crystals that resonate with your solar plexus, specifically because you have that solar plexus Leo energy here, that would be your citrine, your tiger's eye. Pyrite also resonates with solar plexus that are here on the table. Of course, clear quartz, because it resonates with every chakra. And this is a type of agate, I believe, but it's got some yellow in it, so it would definitely resonate. And then I got a lot of heart chakra energy here. You know, I'm thinking green, and to me, green is money, green is earth energy, and I just wanted some serpentine, some silky malachite, I think that's Dalmatian jasper that's been dyed green. I don't think it's naturally green. We got fuchsite, we got moldavite. Yes, transformation. But closing out these cycles where we don't feel good enough as who we are right now. But we got the 48, 45, or 45, 48. Those are 2 angel numbers you can look up to see if there's some additional guidance, or looking them up together as the number 48, 45, or 45, 48. Seeing what comes through for that. Okay. What else do we have for group number 3? How they can unlock more of this abundance in their life. Any advice, wisdom about the abundance coming in? We've got new beginnings. Yes. As you close out those old cycles, what happens? Every ending is a new beginning. It's just how it rolls. That's that wheel energy. And protection. And I know that's not a willow tree, but it's the second tree that we've gotten in your reading in these cards. So trees are flexible. Trees grow deep roots. Trees do not usually grow overnight. I know there are trees that are more fast growing than others, but to me, this is very Knight of Pentacles energy with all this tree vibe we've got going on. They're very slow and steady. They know first we got to plant the seed, then we got to water the seed, then we got to whatever, step. We can't just go to the finish line and be done with things just so quickly. You may be excited to do such, but Spirit's saying don't burn out before you get started. But I think with all this beautiful air and now earthy energy you've got coming in, you're going to be able to take any dreams to expand your abundance, expand your finances. You're going to take this the distance. You have a new beginning. Maybe some of you are very soon, maybe sooner than you think, getting that home that you've desired, or that car, or whatever it is that's going to make your life easier, because it doesn't always have to be a house or a car, but those are the 2 quickest ways or quickest things I can think of off the top of my head where we feel stable and secure, because our homes literally put a roof over our head and make us feel safe, and we can lock out the outside world, and our car will get us everywhere we need to be. And again, some people can live in their car. I know I did for a few months when my house burned down when I was 13. So it's kind of an extension of your home in a way. But really, the home that you live in, everywhere you go, there you are, is your body. Your body is your first and foremost home. So some of you might even be having a whole new beginning with your body, the way you treat your body, the way you view your body, the way you love your body. You're coming back into alignment with loving and cherishing your physical vessel. And as a result, you're bringing in even more protection for your body and your existence. You're bringing in, having your assets protected. They cannot be seized or stolen or taken from you in any way. You're protecting your legacy here. You're protecting your material goods and wealth is what you're doing by establishing a deeper and more loving connection with your physical body. That's powerful, actually, really powerful. And some of you might be starting some sort of new workout regimen or just wanting to eat healthier. I do see that also with all of this, earthy energy here with the new beginning as well. But just treating yourself, maybe even eating more pure foods, as in the more whole food plant-based diet that's not full of chemicals and antibiotics and hormones and whatever, GMOs and all those things. So let's go ahead and get our last card. This is going to be a message specifically from your higher self. Words of wisdom or encouragement to open these doors of opportunity. I'm going to shuffle it this way so I can't see the pretty pictures on the front. All right, so what does group 3 need to know about unlocking more abundance? I love the picture here. Isn't that just like a mountain stream? Just glorious. Let's appreciate this beautiful picture for a moment. If you have an ability to get somewhere like this, that would really benefit you. Just connecting to nature. And of course, a lot of willow trees do grow near swamps or bogs. They love the really wet environment. And then they cry tears, and it feels so good on a hot summer day. I loved my weeping willow tree growing up. My mom still has it, thank goodness. It survived our 2 house fires. Okay, so let me go ahead and read for you guys this little word of affirmation or wisdom or advice from your higher self about your finances and abundance. It's not a matter of whether or not you can afford it, swing it, or handle it. It's a question of whether or not I can. And I can, the universe. Yeah, you guys really are tied to group 1. This is having that can-do attitude and just knowing you can go to heights that most people can't because you have all of this high air energy. You don't want to fly your kite really low because it will get tangled in the trees or the power lines and whatever. You want to fly those kites real high where they can really get some air. And most firecrackers, are safer when they shoot higher in the sky. And, the higher they go, the more majestic and the more people can see them. So you guys literally may be rising to new heights that you had no idea about. This could be public recognition. This could be, something that you've done or said or created going viral, but in a good way. Like, this isn't cancel culture way. This is something you've said or done or established going viral in a good way. Or, at the very least viral for you, viral for your idea of normal. But I really see this, you reaching to new heights, especially bringing your higher self more in the mix of your day-to-day life. This is so beneficial to what you're creating. And I see all of this is crooked. Sorry. I'm so OCD about my tables, and I know you guys don't care, but I do. But yeah, I think that's all I'm seeing for you. But this is powerful. You guys really are on the way up. Whatever you've been experiencing, or kind of mostly not that you're down in any way, it's just that you feel maybe a little stagnant with things. Like, they could be better. I guess they could be worse too, but definitely could be better. You're moving on up. I'm hearing that song in my head. So you guys are awesome. Please hold the course, stay the course. Know to be flexible in how you create income, in what jobs you do, in bartering or trading services with other people to get what you want or what you need. But you have some big goals, and you will accomplish these goals in due time. Very Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady energy will win you that race. And remember, I think I said this maybe possibly in group 2, it's not about the destination, it's the journey that's the most important. Okay, so I think that's all I'm seeing for you, group 3, but please feel free to let me know below what you thought. If this resonated, any stories you want to share, you guys know. I always love to hear from you. And as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you. Yeah, you right there hiding behind your screen. I see you. Right here back at the Done Creative, also over my live stream channel and my Patreon with lots of exclusive content, and I'm about to revamp some things over there, so it's going to be some fresh, new, exciting energy. I did not say that to any other groups, so you're the first to know. Insider information. And also, if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can always email me at amanda@donephotodesign.com. Links for all of that can be found in the description below. I love you, and I hope to see you back. All right, bye!